Ready to cruise to your next classic car event is this original 1966 Chevelle Super Sport. Original 138 code car. It's now powered by a great running 396 V8 engine. Non-numbers matching. As far as our paint code, looks like it was original WW paint. Trim was, looks like $797. Engine compartment looks real nice. Not overly detailed, but just really sharp. This is a very solid original Chevelle. As we look at the gap on the driver's side, it's nice and even from front to back. Sits just a little lower here in this front corner. I'm sure that adjustment could be done in the stop. This side here lines up nicely. There again, it fits really nice all the way across this hood to the top of the fender. I mentioned this in the ad. How I'd classify this car is a beautiful turnkey driver condition car. Paint is in good shape. It's not. It's an older restoration on a very solid original car. It also has a bunch of little trim work that could be done to make this car a lot better. When it first came in, you know, it's got some scuffs and stuff in the bumpers and some of the trim. A guy could spend $1,000 on new bumpers and all new trim, and it'd really sharpen the car up. But I decided to just kind of keep the price down and sell it the way it is. It's got some dings here on the eyebrow trim and some on the hood trim. It's got some chips on the black on the SS 396 grill. Bumper's very presentable, but if you look up close, it's got some, it's original bumper, so it's got some little scratches and stuff on the bumper as well. The trim on these cars isn't a lot. If you look up and down the sides, both sides of the car are nice and straight. It's riding on an old school set of Keystone rims, raised wet letter tires. Like I said, the paint job is probably 20 years old. We buffed it out nice, but it still shows where it's got a little dirt in the paint, a couple little nubs and stuff like that. But the car's got a great shine. It's got some paint touch-ups right here. As far as the lower front fender goes, absolutely no blisters. Beautiful fender. Doors are in great shape as well. Corners of the doors look good. I don't see any paint chips anywhere in the door. Does have a passenger side mirror. There again, chrome door handles should be replaced. They've got a few pits in them. The bottom corner, the only thing I see on this passenger side anywhere, bottom corner of the doors had some work done on this very corner right here. And it just doesn't line up perfectly straight like it should. Door jamb paint is in great shape. They did a really nice job when they painted the door jambs, painted the bottom of the doors, everything. Rubbers are in nice shape there. Check how nice this quarter panel is, the seam. The paint's all nice in the jamb. This is a really nice driver. Factory bucket seats are in good shape, no rips or tears on this passenger side seat. There again, a little bit of this trim here. This chrome trim is just yellowed just a little bit. It's original. Dash pad does not have any cracks in it. It's got an AM/FM radio in the factory hole. 4-speed with console, correct shifter. Does also have the factory tack, and that seems to be working. We'll check into that more when we take it down the road. Carpet's in good shape. Scuff plates look all right. Back seat's in excellent shape. It's got the front seat belts and the factory rear seat belts. The rear sail panels on the very back corners are starting to come untucked a little bit. Other than that, the headliner looks great. I don't see any holes or any wrinkles anywhere on its original headliner. Door panel, armrest, bases, all are brand new. They're in fantastic shape. Door shuts nice. As far as our quarter panel goes, I don't see any scratches or blisters or dings anywhere in the quarter panels either. All looks to be in good shape. This big block engine sounds nice as well. Back bumper, there again, it's got some little scratches and some little tiny little dings at the very top, but the overall driver quality appearance is fine. Same thing around the back. If a guy wants to make it show quality, you'd want to replace that trim in the back, just because it's got a few scratches and stuff. Trunk lid seems to fit good around the back window, which is a very common area for these Chevelles. That all looks good. We've got just a little tiny little paint chip right here. Other than that, it looks really nice back there. I don't see any scratches, dings, or chips anywhere in that trunk lid itself. Driver's side is super straight from front to back. As we look at the roof paint is just a little transparent. I can see, I don't know where they buffed it, you can see some very, very faint gray lines in it. I think the paint just got a little thin on the roof years ago and has been buffed out. Either that or the clear coat is just yellowing a little bit on the roof. If you look in the right light, you can see it. The rest of the paint looks great. Really runs nice as well. Front fender, driver's side, paint's in great shape. No blisters, no chips or scratches. Driver's side door looks excellent, except for we have one little paint chip right there. Same thing back here, just a little tiny paint chip. Maybe just a light scratch here. But all in all, it's just a great looking car. We open up this corner of the door, this one looks a lot better, fits a lot better also. The rubbers are good on it. Inside door panels, handles, everything's in great shape. Driver's side seat's great, no ribs, tears, back seat's nice. The only thing is, it came in with a speaker in the back window. It needs to be taken out, something different put in, but the radio works, so I left it for now. It's removable. Door jamb paint is in great shape on it. E-brake works. Tachometer does work on there. It does have some holes in that console. I don't know if that's what he had going on there. If it's something, the plate there goes from the factory. I don't think so, but there is a couple holes in there. Other than that, everything else is in great shape. Glove box door is closed properly. Radio works. Wipers work. Heater fan works great. It's got all new knobs on the heater fan as well. Horn is not working. Speedometer works. Gas gauge works. Temperature gauge works. It's running right at about 190, 200. Oil pressure's at 40. The speedometer makes just a little bit of noise. It bounces just a little bit here to take off. We'll kind of get it down the road and see what it's going to do. No power steering on this car, but there again, it's got the original steering wheel. Steers good. And the front end feels really tight. The steering gearbox feels nice and tight. There's not the typical play there. This car does have the 12-bolt rear end. Is a real super sport. Just does not have its original engine in it anymore. But the front end is super nice. I mean, no play in the steering wheel. Goes straight down the road. Does not need an alignment. Shocks feel good. shift and hold this. It's got a nice tight pattern. The shifter works good. Speedometer says we're doing 65, 70, and that's probably right about what we're doing. I'm guessing as far as our gears go, we probably got 373s in it, something a little lower. Going about 70 down the road. Got just the front end is excellent. I mean, it goes straight down the road, does not need alignment. We've got just a little bit of vibration here in the steering wheel. Nothing terrible, but could be some of it, could be the wind or the tires. This car sat for quite a while, so might have a little flat spot on the tire, but does not need alignment. Steering's good, brakes are good. Car goes great down the road.